Hello artists, Mrs. Castle here, and we're going to talk today about how to use the glue gun properly. First, you're going to need a couple of things for this first video. You're going to need a 6x9 piece of paper, you're going to need a pencil, the glue gun, and a piece of cardboard or paper to stand the glue gun on when you're not using it. So, and the purpose of the paper or cardboard is to let eventually the glue gun will drip depending on how long it's been sitting there, and this will catch any glue that drips out. Safety thing about the glue gun should always stand up, never lay down on its side, because this part of the glue gun gets warm and we don't want it to lay on paper or anything like that. So the first thing we're going to look at, and let me zoom in a little bit. We're going to practice making a consistent bead of glue, and a bead is kind of a line of glue. So I'm going to draw a line that has a straight section, a corner, and a curve. Don't go nutty with the curves. We just want something so you can practice. So to use the glue gun, I'm going to flip the stand down, and what I'm going to do is hold the glue gun at an angle, not lay it on its side. I'm just going to kind of put it so it naturally, I'm going to pull along, but I don't want it straight up and down. And I'm going to pull along kind of slowly so that I have an even amount of glue covering my line where I want the glue to be. And of course, the tip of the glue gun is the hottest part. This part is warm, but you don't want to hold on to it there. So I'm going to put my tip down gently and squeeze. I'm pulling slowly so that the glue is even. Oops. Now I'm going to turn. And the idea is, this takes a little practice, so you might want to practice some. Then when I end, I'm going to tip it up and pull. And it does make a little extra mark on there, but we don't want big long strings. If you just, let me get a different piece of paper, my practice paper. If you just pick it up, there's going to be strings, and strings look bad. I would rather see a little bit of extra mark there than these strings that are end up everywhere all over your work. So let's try that. I'm going to set it down for a second. So I'm going to put the little kickstand down, stand it up. Okay. So try that again. Put the kickstand up. I'm going to put my tip down and pull along evenly. And I'm kind of turning my paper. And keeping my glue on top of my line as much as I can. And then when you finish, tilt it up and scrape it off. I got a little bit of a string, but that little bit should come off pretty easy. We just don't want strings everywhere. That looks terrible. So that's the idea when you make your line. You only need one line, but if you need to repeat it to get your glue even, that's okay. You shouldn't need very much of the glue stick. This amount should only be like this much of the glue stick. Do not use the whole glue stick. Right. So that's exercise number 1. So part of your requirement is to label it hot glue 1 and put your name on it. Okay, always claim your work. Even though this isn't art, it's practice. Always claim your work. All right.